Hello guys, in this video I'll be doing if the election was today, what would the outcome be based off the polls? I am filming this video right now, Tuesday night, this video is being posted Wednesday morning. So this is basically just like what it's like tonight and tomorrow. I'll be having 3 videos come out, and I'll be starting to have 3 videos come out every day, one at 9 a.m., one at 3 p.m., and one at 9 p.m. And so all 6 hours apart. Or no, never mind. But 12 hours apart. Or they're each 6 hours apart. But and each so I'll be doing different things today, later on, 3 o'clock. Or I believe 3 o'clock will be Michelle Obama versus Melania Trump, and at 9 o'clock, if each state was worth 1 electoral votes. And then tomorrow, I'll be starting to do more stuff with numbers, like I think I'll be doing a video on the Senate, and just that sort of stuff. Let's get into the video. So I'll be saying who won each state. And then by how much, or like who's leading in each state, by how much they're leading. So right now in Alabama, Trump is leading by 17.7% on Biden. That's not unexpected. In Alaska, he's leading by 5% on Biden. So that's not unexpected. It's closer. Arizona, I picked Trump in my election video, but right now it is going towards Joe Biden by 3.7%. He's up on Trump. It's too close to call a state. Unlike Alabama, which will most likely, as we see in the polls, will go to Trump. Arizona will be close. Arkansas, Trump leads on Biden by 13.9% in the state of Arkansas. It's most likely will be red on election night. And before in California, Joe Biden has a 30.8 lead on Donald Trump. It's a big margin that he has. Colorado, Biden is up by 12.5% on Donald Trump in Colorado, and you can see Biden it's an early lead, but mainly because if we are going to take California off of this list, be barely anything, but because California most likely will go to Joe Biden. Connecticut right now is going to Joe Biden by 25.3% on Donald Trump. Delaware is even bigger, 26.1% to Joe Biden. And the most liberal part of the country, Washington, D.C., you'd expect Trump to be pretty good in D.C. because of he lives there and that works there. But Joe Biden's up by 87.0% in Washington, D.C. on President Trump. It's a very big margin. And that's a most definitely likely state for Joe Biden. Florida is ahead. Biden's ahead by 3.4. Obviously, that as well will be a big state on election night. And you can see from Florida and California, Biden is Trump is really slacking. Biden has a big lead. Now we're going to go to Georgia. We expect it to be a red state on election night, but right now Biden's ahead by 0.9% on Trump. Another win for the Democrats, and if this election was today, this would go very well for them. But it's definitely going to change on election night, just because a lot of Trump supporters don't just say that they're voting for Trump in the polls. Hawaii, Biden's ahead by 32.3% in Hawaii. Idaho, Trump is ahead by 19.7% on Joe Biden. It's only 4 electoral votes, which isn't really going to help him right now. Illinois would, but Joe Biden's ahead in Illinois by 17.8%. That's most likely a definite state to go to him. Indiana, Trump up 10.1 In Indiana, 11 votes. Again, that's not really going to help him right now at 157 to 33. Iowa, a state that expected it could be red at the moment. Biden's ahead by 0.3. That's our first very close state of the night in the 0.3s, except for Georgia, which is a bit bigger. Kansas 6.5. Trump is ahead in Kansas. And 6 electoral votes, and you can see the bar on the end. It's not really going well for the Trump campaign so far. Kentucky, 17.4% Trump is ahead in Kentucky on Biden. Again, that's only 8 more votes, and because of Biden winning California, if we take California off, it's a bit closer, but still Joe Biden is up by a lot. Louisiana, Trump ahead in there by 14.8%. He leads in Louisiana, so he's starting to catch up. But Maine goes to Biden right now by 14.5%. He leads in the polls. And again, that's probably going to go to Biden on election night. Maryland, 10 electoral votes. Joe Biden leads in Maryland by 2.2% up on Donald Trump in Maryland. It's not really going well if you look at the numbers for the Trump campaign. Biden almost at 200. Trump's not even close to 100. Massachusetts, 38.2%. Joe Biden leads there, and Massachusetts is usually, most likely, always a red state, and will most likely be this year. Michigan, 7.9%. Biden is up in Michigan. So Joe Biden, as you can see, has reached the 200s. Donald Trump hasn't even reached the 100s, but this is going to change on election night. He'll probably win Georgia, Arizona. It's going to change, and it's my guess it will be a close race. Minnesota, Biden's ahead in Minnesota by 7.5%. So again, another state to Biden, and there's a lot of blue forming on this map. Mississippi, Trump ahead in Mississippi, as well in Montana. He's ahead in Montana by 8.4%. In Missouri, he's ahead by 6%. In Nebraska, ahead by 6.4% on Joe Biden. Nevada, Biden's ahead by 6.3%. And you can see there's a lot of blue in the middle right now, and it's expected to be red, especially right now down in this part, which is usually all red. But it's not really going well if you look at the numbers for the Trump campaign. Biden not at 270 yet, though. New Hampshire, Biden ahead by 11.6 at the current moment in New Hampshire. In New Jersey, Biden ahead. New Jersey by 19.7. Again, that's a big win, 14 electoral votes, but Joe Biden's absolutely blowing it right now, almost at 240 electoral votes. Trump not even at 100 yet. New Mexico, Biden is on top in New Mexico by 13.5%. He's ahead in New York by 30.9%, and that would give the Democrats the win. So Biden would be the first to reach 272 without Trump even reaching 100. But we're doing these states in alphabetical order, so this won't be the order that they come in. North Carolina, a state the Biden campaign's really been trying to get. If the polls were correct, they would get it. Another state that most likely will be red, but at the moment is blue. Then in North Carolina, North Dakota, Trump ahead in North Dakota by 19.4%. And in Ohio, a big state, no president has ever won without winning Ohio, but if the polls are correct, that'd be wrong this year, only by 0.1%. So this will definitely change in the next while. But 0.1% Trump is ahead in Ohio. Not a lot. It's last night he was ahead by 0.3, so Biden's narrowing it down. Oklahoma, Trump ahead by 21.2, definitely a definite state that he will win. Oregon, Biden up by almost 20% in Oregon. And then in Pennsylvania, Biden ahead by 6.4, 20 electoral votes. And Biden, as you can see, has reached the 300s. Rhode Island, Biden's ahead 31.2% in Ohio. In Rhode Island. South Carolina, Trump is ahead in South Carolina right now by 7.5 as well. In South Dakota, he's ahead there. In Tennessee, Trump ahead by 13.4%. Texas, a state that went to Trump by a lot, he's only winning right now by 1.3, definitely a big state, because if Biden takes that, he has basically the election. Utah, Trump is leading in right now by 11.4. Vermont, Biden up by 33.9. Virginia, Biden is up by 33. Virginia, Biden's up by 13%. Washington, Biden up by 24.5%. West Virginia, Trump leads in West Virginia by 24.5%. And in Wisconsin, Biden up by 7.2%. I put this red, but at the moment it is blue. And in Wyoming, Trump is up by 36.1. So this is the map. It's an absolute landslide for the Biden campaign. The Trump campaign didn't even reach 200 at a point. Biden was up like 289 to 100 something on Trump. So it'd be a complete landslide if this was the outcome of the polls at the moment. I don't think this will be the polls. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in our 3 o'clock video.